Hello, and welcome to another Crack-A-Pack. Today, I will be pulling a 15-card pack from this power cube, reading every single card, and then making a pack one, pick one, as though I were in a draft. In a previous video, I went through the major themes and some of the standout cards from this cube, which I will link to from this video's description, as well as a complete list of every card included in this cube if you would like to take a look. Let's get started. Our first card is Farseek. 1 green for a sorcery. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. Ignoble Hierarch. Green for 0/1. Creature, Goblin Shaman. Exalted. Tap, add black, red, or green. We have Bazaar of Baghdad. Land. Essentially, it is tap, draw 2, discard 3, but I will read how it's written. Tap to take 2 cards from your library, after which you must immediately discard 3 from your hand to your graveyard. If you don't have 3 or more cards in your hand, discard your whole hand. No spells may be cast between drawing and discarding cards. Manamorphose. 1 hybrid red-green for an instant. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Draw a card. Time Vault. And I'm not certain of the oracle text on this one, so I'll just read it. 2 for an artifact. Tap to gain an additional turn after the current one. Time Vault doesn't untap normally during untap phase. To untap it, you must skip a turn. Time Vault begins tapped. We have a plateau, land, plains, mountain. Tap, add red or white. All right. So this is our time walk. 1 blue for a sorcery. Take an extra turn after this one. Glimpse of nature. Green for a sorcery. Whenever you play a creature spell this turn, draw a card. Wirewood Herald. 1 green for a 1/1. Creature, elf. When Wirewood Herald is put into a graveyard from play, you may search your library for an elf card. If you do, reveal that card and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Compulsion. 1 blue for an enchantment. 1 blue, discard a card from your hand. Draw a card. 1 blue, sacrifice compulsion. Draw a card. Arid Mesa. Land. Tap, pay 1 life. Sacrifice Arid Mesa. Search your library for a mountain or plains card. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Recruiter of the Guard. 2 white for a 1/1. Creature, human soldier. When Recruiter of the Guard enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Metalworker. 3 for a 1/2. Artifact creature. Tap. Reveal any number of artifact cards in your hand. Add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool for each card revealed this way. Young Pyromancer. 1 red for a 2/1. Creature, human shaman. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 red elemental creature token onto the battlefield. And then finally, we have Through the Breach. 4 red for an instant arcane. Put a creature card from your hand into play. That creature has haste. Sacrifice that creature at end of turn. Splice onto arcane 2 red, red. All right, so here is our pack. Leave a comment on this video and let us know what you would take from this pack. I'm always so curious to hear and always listening and learning from you, especially with how many different directions you could go in a cube, how you draft as a person. I think rarely is there ever one objectively correct answer. Sometimes there is, but definitely not all the time, and especially not for every single player, right? I think we all kind of have our own style and different ways that we play best, so I think Cube is a really good chance to let those different styles shine. If this were me, and I suppose ultimately it is right now, this is hard. There are a lot of heavy hitters here. I think we have to acknowledge Time Walk. That would honestly probably be my pick. But if we set that aside, Time Vault is definitely part of the conversation. I'm also really drawn to Metalworker. We have a couple of cards here that could put us into an Elves deck. We have Bazaar of Baghdad. We have Through the Breach, which is definitely a strong pickup. We have our fetch land. We have Recruiter of the Guard for white aggro, Young Pyromancer for your blue-red spells. Yeah, I think there are a lot of really good options here. But for me, probably one of these. And if I'm honest, probably just taking the Time Walk, which breaks my heart. Metalworker is definitely an all-time favorite of mine. But yeah, I really want to hear from you. Which card would you take from this pack to kick off a cube draft? And which strategy would you hope to pursue if it's open to you? I would love to talk about it down in the comments section. But that will do it for today. I really appreciate you joining me for this Cube Crack-a-Pack. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and join me back here every Monday and Friday for new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.